September 11, 2001 terror strikes set the tone for warfare in the 21st century. But the 21st century has also seen the rise of another kind of warfare. Warfare that lets nations and loners do battle without guns or bombs. These days, the biggest threat we face may be a rogue actor with a laptop and a desire to wreak havoc.
Cyber warfare is probably the greatest challenge that we have as far as our nation's national security is concerned. We have an advantage over every other form of competition with possible allies, except one, and that's cyber warfare. And when you see the potential of what a successful cyber attack can achieve, it's enough to make you deeply concerned.
This is going to be the new battlefield, an unseen, invisible battlefield where teams of hackers from various nations will duel.
In 2010, a computer virus named Stuxnet demolished a secret Iranian nuclear weapons plant. Hackers at Symantec Corporation unraveled its mysteries.
What made Stuxnet different was it didn't just stick to the cyber world. It actually breached and caused sort of real-world kinetic damage. It's nothing that we had ever seen before. And so Stuxnet just began spreading all around the world onto Windows machines everywhere. But what it was doing was it was also looking for something else. It was looking for these things that are called PLCs, or these small computers that control things like factories, like the power grid.
What you see here is the code that is put onto the PLC, and this is the normal process. Code goes onto the PLC, turns the PLC on or off, and controls it.
When we first got the code, it's literally zeros and ones. You know, it's sort of unintelligible. It was only later that we were able to determine that actually this code was targeted specifically at Iran's uranium enrichment plant in Natanz.
Uranium enrichment facilities are very secure facilities. It's not like they're connected to the internet. You can't get your code in and out in that way. So one of the ways Stuxnet was able to get into the facility was via USB key. So it was able to infect USB keys, and then somebody would bring USB key with them into the secure facility, not realizing it was infected, plug it into a computer inside, and then that computer inside would be infected.
You know, we don't know definitively who is behind Stuxnet, but it's very clear that it's a nation state, and it's nation states that had something against Iran. And it's likely that it isn't a single nation state. You have to remember as well with cyber warfare that the sort of barrier to entry is quite low. If a country wants to do something like build a nuclear missile, that's actually quite difficult. But when you talk about something like cyber warfare, it's actually quite cheap and quite easy for a country to develop a cyber weapon. And that cyber weapon can have equivalent effects. You could have a cyber weapon potentially shut down the power grid, for example, on the whole East Coast. New York is out. Wall Street is out. All your banks are out. You can't even withdraw money. You know, you can imagine people panic starting and people trying to get cash. You can't get cash. ATMs aren't working. Then things like your water waste treatment plants aren't working. There's no clean water. There's going to be a run on stores. Stores potentially aren't even operating. Your credit card's not going to work at the store. There'll be absolutely mass panic.
If you can blind the U.S. military, if you can shut down our GPS and our computer networks, our military is basically unable to function. And it could take days or weeks to get those systems back up and running. They can do tremendous damage. They can defeat your armies, your fleets, your air forces by simply blinding them, by taking.
Hey guys, welcome to Diary of Hackers, Diary 10, and it's amazing. We've been having a very wonderful time, and I welcome you all and thank you all for making up time to attend this wonderful diary. We hope you will have a wonderful time today and will learn more about OSINT and the two tools that were developed by two of our developers in Nigeria. Welcome, 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 Rootfish, welcome, Julius, welcome, For Lion, and welcome everybody. We hope other people will join us soon. We have in our midst Olakami Oluwole and Raji Abdul Ghaffar. They'll be giving us some insight on their OSINT and developed tools, their OSINT tools that they developed, and and give us more insight on OSINT, which is open source intelligence. Over the years, cyber criminals, threat organizations, that is like group of people and individuals have been using the open source intelligence as a secret weapon to uncover some things that leads to their successful cyber and physical operations. So this morning we'll be having Wale and Raji as they give us more insights into this. So welcome everybody, and let me quickly read the introduction of who these gentlemen are. Olakami Oluwole, he builds software and writes about what he built on. He is a red teamer at the Laser Security Lab, and if he's not doing something like that where he's somewhere relaxing, he loves chilling, does it. He loves to talk about technology, and he talks about the saving people on radio at Nigeria Info 99.3 on Sundays. So you can visit him at waleoflagos.com, or okay, you can find him on Twitter at Wale of Lagos and L4Sec. All right, guys. Raja Abdul Ghaffar is a developer as well, a pen tester, a security researcher, and also a student of cybersecurity science. Well, he's been doing great in the industry, trust me. We are so privileged to have them this morning. All right. I will start with Raji Abdul Ghaffar. Can you tell us a little bit about you and how you got into the infosec industry as a developer? Hello, Raji. Can you hear me? You can kindly unmute your mic. All right. Before him, I think we have Oluwole to give us that. How did you start your journey as a cybersecurity, as a developer and as a cybersecurity enthusiast?
Yeah, hi guys. Good morning. I hope everyone can hear me. I hope everyone can hear me.
Sit.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So
Yeah, we can.
my name is Wale. I just like to call myself that instead of the whole full name. And I was actually even I started cybersecurity before I started building softwares. So I've been around, doing a few things for a while, and it's been an interesting journey so far. A difficult one, definitely, but it's been interesting so far, and the journey is still on, definitely. So um, we're just trying to make use of the best and every opportunity we see, basically. So nothing serious. I've done a couple of gigs on local gigs, offshore gigs. And interesting ones, trust me, very interesting ones. And so it's been it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction. Is Raja Abdul Ghaffar on? All right, sir. Can you give us a little bit about you and how you got into the field? Okay, I think he's still trying to. We can hear you. All right. Oh no, sir. We can't hear you at Raji. Okay, I think you will try to restart. While he do that, Mr. Wale of Lagos. I really love that name. What do you understand by OSINT? before we get into what your tool is. OSINT, sir. That is the open source intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, so for me, open source intelligence is intelligence. It's a very interesting tool in pen testing. I mean, all that much information just out there waiting for you to look for it. I tell people a lot of time that I mean everything you're looking for, every information you seek is out there. You just have to look hard enough. And funny thing is, I mean, we have some of this data, this information out there freely that we can take make use of, and be able to come out with conclusive results. So I mean, open source intelligence is one really interesting part of intelligence collection as a whole. And, I think there's so much potential. We think right now we just need more people to dedicate time to do OSINT work and try to improve um, and on that field, especially we in this part of the world, open source intelligence is something we still need to take a look at, because we're in the social media age, we're in the digital age, as it is.
Hello, am I audible now?
Oh yeah, we can hear
Can you
you.
hear me now?
We can hear you, Gavi.
Oh, hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Gaffy. We can hear you.
So, apology for the delay. I have issue connecting my audio device.
All right, no problem, sir. You're welcome.
So, I'm by name Raji Abdul.
Okay.
Sorry, you said?
No, you
Can
can
you go
proceed,
ahead?
sir. Yeah, you can.
Okay. I'm by name Raji Abdul. So, for now, present, I work with Segway. I'm in charge of president. You don't know what Segway is all about. Segway is about security. Am I still on?
Yeah, you're still on, but your network is breaking.
Oh, sorry. So I'm a penetration tester at segbase.org. So what Segbase is all about is a security operating system for security operating system on the BSD OS. Okay. So I think that's cool for
All right, sir. Mr. Wale. Mr. Wale, sir, I think I'm sorry for breaking you, for cutting you short.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah. So you can continue from where you stopped, sir.
Yeah, so I was just talking about how we need to really take advantage of OSINT, especially in these developing parts of the world, because we still have although we still have data collection problems, we still have problems about verifiable data. I mean, but it's still something we need to take advantage of, especially as a community. Over in other parts of the world, we've seen tremendous usage of open source intelligence and how it's being used to do incredible things. And I think if we also dedicate that amount of time working on OSINT, as a community, we can also do equally or even better. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for that great insight. OSINT has been used to break into things. It's one of the first stages of ethical hacking, that you gather your information from open source, and this information are there for you on the internet. And OSINT experts makes use of all this information that are found on the internet to to get what they want and really do what they want to do with it. All right, sir. Mr. Gaffy, that is Raji Abdul Gaffer. Can you tell us more about your tool, sir, before we go into the practical?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can. We can.
Okay. The name of the tool is Reconizer. So actually, I just thought of automating some processes in cyber security in terms of like tracking and process intelligence. So I come up with a tool that can do all that for you. It has features like AI information, data accounts,
It's still breaking, sir.
and
Sorry.
map.
Can you just restart your?
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, all
I'll
right,
do that just
all right.
now. Connect
Yeah,
back.
while he restarts his network, Mr. Wale, please, what is your tool all about? And can you give us a bit insight of what your tool does?
Yeah, so I think I came overly prepared for this because I even watched up a quick presentation.
Yeah, sorry, sorry,
On
sorry
this.
about that. You can just give us your presentation so that before Gaffy finishes, he will give us his own as well. Yeah, you can just present, sir.
Okay, 1 second. Let me bring that up, and hopefully you
Yeah.
can all see that.
Okay.
Please
Yeah.
let me know if you can see that my screen. If you can see the
Yeah.
presentation.
Wow. It's nice. We can see it. Yeah.
All right, great. So basically Uget is the name of the tool, and I didn't have a good name, to be honest, so I just decided to say, okay, Uget, this number. That was the idea for the name. And let me okay, so basically this is what I'm going to be talking about. Introduction. We'll talk a bit about how it really works in Topo, and then we'll talk about what I'm currently working on from version 2.0, and then we can round up very fast. Um, so yeah, so OSINT is UGET is an OSINT tool that helps you gather information around or leads basically about any Nigerian phone number. So with the tool you can get details such as carrier, jail code, time zone, social media leads, and other leads from a couple of supported search engines. Um, yeah, so 1.0, that's what is currently out there now. These are like some of the things it does. So it allows you to use Tor to minimize your request when you're going out looking for all this open source information, localized information. So those are the things you can find out about the phone numbers, carrier, geocode, time zone, and the rest. It also, it can search through social media platforms. Right now, just Twitter and Facebook are supported, and also some other search engines like Google and DuckDuckGo. Um, yeah, so this was the initial model. I'm not sure. Okay, I think I should be able to zoom into this. Can you see this? I'm trying to zoom. Okay, but I mean, regardless. So this was the initial model. This is what Uget is going to look like. From the phone number, you can run it through Facebook search, a couple of device caller ID, websites, um, reverse caller APIs, and a couple of other people search websites. They're just listed there. We wouldn't really be able to go much into this because I understand. Like I said, I came overly prepared basically. Yeah, so you can get contacts, through mobile apps. You can find friends, Google searches, and eventually, I mean, after this whole process, the idea is that you should be able to finally be able to come up with a name associated with the number, maybe a real address, what businesses is the number associated with, and if you can find family and friends related to this person. So I mean, that's like the overall idea what UGET is eventually going to be. So this is like the model I'm using to work on too. And yeah, so the boring stuff, this might get a bit technical. I'm not sure if we are familiar with what's called Hlr Lookup. How many people are familiar with Hlr Lookup? If you are, you can just maybe wave or drop a comment so I know that you are with me before I before I go into the part where a lot of people get lost. Yeah, so I hope you are with me. So do we have anyone who knows or who understands how HLR works? I Okay, let me just go ahead. So, HLR is called the Home Location Register, and basically it's a database containing your your data as a subscriber on a certain network. So, for example, if you use a Glo SIM card, um, fantastic. I can still say we're yet to learn how to channel. So your you as a subscriber with a particular provider, your data is stored on a database called the HLR basically, and so it contains pertinent data regarding your subscriber authorized to use a GSM. So the moment you register a SIM and you you are granted access basically, and then you can start making calls and doing every other operation with your SIM card. You are already registered to the HLR database. Okay, thank you. So the moment you are registered on a SIM or on a network, you are automatically registered into the HLR database. So when anyone does basically what's called an HLR lookup, um, they can retrieve certain information about you as a subscriber on that particular network. So it's a real-time query of subscriber information stored in a mobile network operators HLR. So when I say, okay, I need the HLR, I'm doing an HLR lookup for a particular phone number. It means I'm querying an HLR database of the network to retrieve certain information about that subscriber. Yeah, so when you do an HLR lookup, these are some of the things you can get back. Type of number, that if it's a mobile number, if it's a landline, and all that. The status to see if you okay. This phone number is active. You can see the home network providers basically like MTN, Airtel, and the rest. The home country code, the home time zone, port status. So when you know how SIM porting works basically. So when you are using a Glo SIM now, and then you can port to MTN or from one network to another. So when you port and when you already do a port and you try to do the HLR lookup for that number, what it does, it returns the port status. So that's to say, has this number been ported from one network to another before? That's basically what the port status is. The issuing network, the issuing country code. So issuing country is the issuing network rather is the service provider basically also. Mobile country code, that's your MCC information. Mobile network code, that's your MNC information. And then the mobile network identity, MNI. So MNI is basically a combination of MCC and MNC. So for example, mobile country codes of most service providers in Nigeria is 2621, I think. and then the mobile network codes for each provider varies 20, 50, 60, and all that. So a combination of the two of them is what's going to give you your own network identity. So you can retrieve the MNI of a phone number, and it's going to look like 62120, 62150. That's what a typical Nigerian MNI information on the phone number would look like. So a bigger picture. So I mean the HLR database is just the smallest. It's a part of a bigger component. I mean, I don't think I might go into all this. I don't want to bore everyone because I think we still have Mr. Raji. So if you're interested in understanding and knowing how these things work, you can always out to me. So maybe I'll just quickly brush through it. So I mean, there are other databases basically that you can query for phone number information, like the VLR. It's a visitor location register. So this is majorly for address, basically. So when you get a VLR number, it means the VLR registers every address you've been to. So if you move, like if you are maybe an example, Idowu Street, you move to Chikuma Street, the VLR saves your location, and that's how it's able to connect you to network towers and things like that. It's also part of the bigger mobile switch center. It's a very long, boring conversation. And then the EIR is where your things like your IMEI comes into place. So your IMEI helps you to identify your phone's information. Your phone is a mobile station, so your IMEI helps you is what is used by your network, to identify you on the network, and that's what they can also ban you on the network with. Operation maintenance center is used to monitor everything happening. Basically, the authentication center is what authenticates you to the network, before you are now granted access as a subscriber and can do other operations on the SIM card. Yes, and that's pretty much that. Let me not bore everybody. So directly to the two, for V2, so this is what I'm currently working on, HLR Lookup. So basically everything I just talked about is going to be available in the next version, and then contact name, basically. So with the tool, you eventually be able to resolve a contact name after searching from multiple sources. Service modules, so service modules, interactive CLI. So let me start with interactive CLI. So basically, we are taking it from arguments, passing arguments to the tool. We're making it interactive, so it feels more like you're using tools like Metasploit, Set, and the other guys. Service modules is basically still stealing an idea from how Metasploit works. So you can now write, like how you can write your own exploits and add it to Metasploit. You're going to be able to write service models. So I mean, and add it to UGET. So you can decide to write a module for DocDoc. You can decide to write a module for any new platform. You can decide to write a module for TikTok, and stuff like that, and then just plug it in directly into UGET. That's what the service module is like. And then using the interactive CLI, you can set options and execute and stuff like that. So it feels like you're using Metasploit already. And then we'll be adding more search engine support, Bing, Yahoo, Yandex, Spice, and Shodan also would be part of the mix too. So I think the next thing for me is to demo, but I will hand over to the moderator now. I hope if there are any questions, I mean, you can ask me just before we go into the demo. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you. Kindly proceed with the demo, sir. Mr. Raji is having difficulty with his network, so maybe before you are done, he'll be back.
Okay, all right. Please give me a second. Let me try to share my screen and then proceed with the demo.
Okay, thank you to all our wonderful attendees. I hope you have a great learning time here. And trust me, Diary of Hackers is bringing in industry experts. We'll have series of experts, like 10 to 15, no, to 12 of the speakers, where they share their experience. We've had the Cyber Wura herself. We've had Password, that is Abdulatif. We've had Sadiq Nasiru. We've had plenty people. We have Victor Idono rather. We hope to have many more speakers to share their experience, so that by learning the experience, or yeah, by heeding to the experience of others, we can actually grow faster in this field of cybersecurity. So you can check our YouTube channel for more and more videos. That is the the previous videos we've had. I'm just dropping the link now. Just check it, and the slides and video of this will also be uploaded to our YouTube channel. And the slides and the video, yeah, will be uploaded and sent to our mail as long as you register for this session. You can also join our Telegram page, where we have discussions on Diary of Hackers. Yeah, t.me/Diary of Hackers. So you can also do well to follow us on Twitter at Diary of Hackers, so that you can have real-time information on what is happening. Is Mr. Wale, are you set? Okay, I don't think it's set yet.
Yes, please let me know when you can see my screen.
All right, we can see your screen right now.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you can just
Yes.
do well to increase the zoom size so that we can see better.
Okay. 1 second.
All right. So OSINT, as I've said, all right, fine. He's here. Yeah, you can proceed, sir.
All right. Yeah. So this is the tool on GitHub. This is still V1, and you can clone and send pull requests or issues if you have any issues. The code is still very shitty, but I promise V2 is going to be better. This was actually not a proper written tool, but basically for now, you can see from the README, career code, geocode, time zone, supported search engines, supported social media platforms. So if you're going to get started, you have to clone this, move into the directory, and then it's written in Python 3, so you can just install all the requirements, get your Twitter and Facebook API keys, and create this file, set your keys, and then get started. So basically, let's do this. Ooh, sorry, that's yeah, boom. So OSINT usage. This is the usage. This is a description, and then so I mean, how do we get started? You can just start with your three. And then the first parameter it's is a phone number. So starting with 234, plus 234. I'm going to use a very, not so Nigerian number. Or if we have anyone who wants to, volunteer their number, that would also be fine. Do we have anyone who wants to volunteer their number?
Any volunteer in the house? Don't worry, you are safe.
Yeah, you're completely safe. There's nothing. Okay, let me just use the example information number.
All right. We have a volunteer.
Okay, Ash. Okay.
Oh, we have two volunteers already.
So we'll try all of them.
Okay, fine.
So I mean, sometimes you don't find so much public information about certain phone numbers, regardless. So if we don't find anything, that's good. We just have it there. So basically, let's start off with this. So you pass in the phone number, so we can see the phone number. Carrier is MTN. Your geo code is Nigeria, and your time zone is Africa, Lagos. So let's try this. See what social leads you have, and you can just do that with say Twitter. Yeah. So if you're going to be searching on social media, you have to use the -S argument and then specify one of Twitter or Facebook basically, and you go and it searches your Twitter, and no public tweets can be found, associated with your phone number. Let's do Facebook. Oops. Okay, this is a Facebook error. So sometimes you get these errors when your keys are expired, so you have to go back and manually generate another key. And when you're generating your Facebook API keys, you can just there is an option to expire in a future date. So rather than expiring in about 24 hours or 1 day, 2 days, it allows you to specify up to a month or so, where you can increase that. So that's not working because my API key has expired. I have to generate another one. Let's do Google. So if you're going to be searching on Google, you use the -G parameter and passing Google. Tries to do its thing. So nothing tangible on Google also. So this is just like a phone number listing directory. Not no other information can be found openly about this phone number on Google. So if I'm going to do Google, yeah, so pretty much the same thing also on DuckDuckGo. So there's one other thing. Let's check out the Tor feature, anonymizing with Tor. So you can actually anonymize all these requests we are making to search for this thing using Tor, but you have to have Tor already installed. Let me see. You basically have to already have Tor set up on your system, and then you can just let's wait for that to start up.
I think Kelvin is not too popular on Twitter and Google. That's why it's not it's not found.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
yeah,
so it's open source information. So it's
yeah.
what is out there, it goes around looking for and fetches it.
Okay.
I think someone also volunteered another number. Let me
Yeah.
do that. Ikechukwu Okpara. Okay, copy that. Still connecting to Toys. It's taking a bit. Um, so the way I have my tour set up, once I start my tour, I basically just switch locations, and then every of my I'm completely fully, not completely fully sure, but whoever is behind your tunnel can see your request and packets. So I mean, but it only protects you to an extent, and minimizes you to an extent. So okay, 72%. Yeah, I mean, if there are any questions, you can start asking me questions. Let's make it interactive. 95. Okay, good.
You can please holy shit. All right. I think we lost his connection. Wow, it's getting interesting. So you can just try it on your own. When you have your Kali box installed either on VM or using the Kali OS itself. So the repo link will be dropped soon, so you can install. You can install. Let me quickly inform him that he's out. Okay. All right. Can I combine search terms to search in all social media channels? All right. Um, please, you can just keep your questions coming so that as soon as it's in, he will address them. And also, we are trying to change the narratives and our global, the way we are known globally to be uh, scammers to a very good cyber defenders and not just it's quite um, crazy when we hear people telling the media that the scammers are hackers. No, and during this Twitter saga, somebody was like, it should be traced back to Nigeria. Hell no, we are good people, so we're trying to change the narratives. All right, welcome, sir. Hi, are you in?
Yes, sorry I cut off there. It was just a result of
Okay,
uh
no problem.
of what we're doing.
So please, can
So
you kindly, sorry, can you kindly zoom in your terminal so we can see better?
okay. So, all right.
Yeah, this awesome.
Yes. Sorry I cut off there for a minute. Yeah, so I think my chat has cleared. So I think I was about to use a fair. No, you cannot track real time. Um, I was about to just do it with this number. So just let me use the example number. So this time I'll be using Tor to anonymize requests basically. So if you're going to be using Tor, you just add the hyphen C switch, and then you can use Tor basically. So to use Tor, you use the hyphen T and to use Tor for anonymity. So um, basically, if we be searching for this number on DuckDuckGo, to use Tor, we just add the hyphen T, and then what it does is it fetches new identity for you basically, and all your requests is anonymized using this identity. So, for example, with this number, you can find a couple of things out there, so many things. Books, Facebook pages, CodePen, Wattpad. This is interesting, you know. Websites, documents. This is a reverse lookup, website pages. Interesting, you know, and a whole lot of other information. So if we do, okay, yes, right now, Tor doesn't work with anonymizing Google search. I've not been able to figure that workaround yet. So, for now, the only search you can anonymize is your Google search using Tor. Google. Let's see. Yeah, so a couple of, you know,
Wow, this is something else.
let's see if we can, my internet is going to be a bit slow because of Tor, so you can just bear with me, please. Some Indian, so this particular tweet, describing our activity. So you can, try to find another tweet where that was mentioned, till we find something interesting. So basically, this is useful for private investigators, law enforcement agencies, independent contractors or pen testers. When you're trying to do different things. Also, I mean, people who work in fraud prevention can, also find this useful. Yeah, so I think so. This is all V1 does for now. This is all version 1 does for now. In version 2, we'll be doing a lot more. HLR lookup, contact name resolving, and the interactive CLI and all of that. Oh, sorry. So that is a basic demo. So let me just go straight to answering questions now because of time.
All right, guys, you can keep your questions coming in. Okay, we have some questions. Can you see them? I read it for you, sir.
You can as well read them also. It's fine.
All right, we have one from Sunday for Lion. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. So his question is, after the lookup of some sources, can you show the digest of the content around the search term?
So digest of the content around the search term. I don't quite get. Maybe you can just help me rephrase that. I don't do too well with English. But I
Okay.
think for what you're
Sir,
saying,
you can request to speak. Mr. Sunday, you can request to speak so we can hear your
okay,
question.
yeah, it's even more interactive that way.
All right. And then before then, we have, can I track real-time location of a phone number using this tool?
Real-time location. No, no, no.
All right.
Real-time location. You have to be, you know, have a tool. You have to be connected to a tool to be able to do something like that. I'm not really sure about that.
All right. All right. Mr. Sunday will be speaking now.
Can you do okay, I can see a question while we're waiting for Mr. Sunday to join. At the moment, can we do a VLR lookup? No, in version 2 you'll be able to do a VLR lookup. And there'll also be a lot of other multiple VLR lookups platforms basically. You can always decide which one you want to use. And but the thing about VLR lookups is that there are some countries where you can only retrieve the MCC and NMC, MNC numbers. So there are some countries that will not allow you to retrieve, or some providers rather, that will not allow you to retrieve certain kind of information about their subscribers, but you can with
All right.
yes, yeah, basically that's it.
Okay. Yes, sir. You can go on and ask your question, sir.
So my question is, can you show a few of the sentences and words around the search term so it's easy to know the context in which that number is being displayed? It may be an incomplete part of the number, it may be a prank or something, just so one doesn't waste time checking the URL. Thank you.
Oluwole, you can unmute and answer the question, sir.
Oh, sorry, I thought I wasn't muted. Yeah, so nice question. So Mr. Sunday, what you're asking for is basically like a preview, so you don't bother opening up the URL to see if it's in context. Yeah, so definitely something I can add. And so when you see the tweet, you can see the context around it, and you okay, I don't need to open this, I need to open this because it's in line with what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yes, you can make it a switch, a switch, so that one can decide whether it's going to be the digest or just the links. It will be awesome.
Yes. That's actually really a good one. So I mean, you don't have to bother yourself opening every single one. Yeah, thank you.
And while we're at it, can you also have the ability to combine switches? So instead of -S and then you specify Twitter, can you use -T for Twitter, -F for Facebook?
For Facebook, yeah. So it goes and fetches everything.
I can combine terms at once instead of individual searches.
Yeah. It's also that's one of the things that will change in V2. I already noted this down already before you even brought it up. So that's also a nice one.
So I need to go now. I need to go now. Let me just say the last thing, which is that I might probably just join you on GitHub and also contribute some code.
Fantastic.
It's an awesome software, and it will be great to see how we can push it.
So PRs are welcome. If you have additions, let's work on this together. We can just have our own call, so we talk about the model like shared, initially during the presentation.
Yes,
And then
I'll
we
reach
can
you
cover it.
offline, but I need to go now because I'm joining another meeting. So thanks all for the speaking opportunity and for allowing me to join you. Enjoy the rest of the meeting. Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. All right. Gaffy is around. Sorry, Mr. Oluwole, before you continue, we have to pause you to bring in Gaffy, so he will speak on his tool as
Absolutely.
well. Yeah. Mr. Gaffy,
Hello, can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. You're welcome.
Sorry, apology for today. I have a glitch with my device.
Okay.
Run down. So, so I hope the speaker have shared the slides with you. So,
I'll be sharing it.
what Recognizer is all about is an information gathering tool using open source intelligence. So, footprinting is a process of ethical and education testing. You have to gather information about your targets. So the tools is here to do some of the issues, some of the tasks you'll be doing with some tools. It brings them all in one together and give you your information in a readable format. So, like I was saying, Recognizer. So it has some inbuilt functionalities like who is completing, for you to be checking for who is hosting a website, the information, the email address, phone number of who is hosting a website. The tools can actually do that for you in just a go. So you get features like tracer routes, DNS information, site on the same server, nmap port scan, and reverse IP address. And again, you can get all the hyperlinks on the web page just in a go. And the sweet thing about this is that it gives you your information in real time and a presentable format. I mean, in an HTML format. So, Recognizer is not like OS dependent. You can run it on Windows, Linux, and Mac operating system. It's simple and easy, just using it is lightweight in essence. So the aim of Recognizer is not just to build another tools, but to build a lightweight tools that you can use easily on the go and get all the information for you. So Recognizer is not highly dependent on any modules. It's only using request module for those of us that knows about Python programming or programming language in general. So we just pick install Recognizer. You have it set up on the go. You just click install. So and like I said, it is not OS dependent. It runs on all operating systems. So moving on, I think to my slide. Now, why using Recon? It's for both blue teamers, red teamers, and penetration testers. Any domain of information security you find yourself, this is actually for you. Penetration tester, blue teamer, red teamer, purple team, any kind. So that's what the tools basically function as. So if you have any information, feel free to like drop it or raise up your hand so that we can unmute you. So I'll be showing some demo on how the tool works if time permits me. Okay. Are we fine?
Yeah, we're good, sir. We're good.
Okay.
So can we proceed with the demo?
Okay. In some minutes now. I'll
Okay,
get
fine.
everything set up.
All right. Wow, Recon is
So,
I've
but
used it too. Okay,
I'm fine. Go
you can
ahead.
continue, sir.
Okay, I'm trying to switch to my system to show the demo.
Okay, okay, fine.
So please continue. Why is do the
All right.
switching over?
Okay, okay. So I've used Recognizer. It's just like you know, the format in which it brings is actually making it to be of a very nice tool. So it will give you the report in HTML format. All right. Sorry about that. I'm trying to mute him, and it's not muting. Okay, so it will give you the report in HTML format. So it will be nice for you, those who are just getting into the field. You want to present a report, you can use Recognizer to do that. So after using your Nmap tool and some other tools, you can use Recognizer to present that in an unstable manner. So please do take your time to follow us. We have a lot of session that will be bringing on to us. So I just want to thank all the attendees for taking out time to attend this. These are 10th diary, as I've said earlier. So we have interesting sessions. We've had interesting sessions, trust me. Introduction sessions, how majority of the Nigerian cybersecurity experts got into the field and they are doing well in the field. So you can subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. So you get information as they are dropping. Okay, Mr. Wale, I think you have to take this question before it comes back in.
Okay, yeah. What question is that, please?
There's a question that deals with come in, let me check. Oh, okay, I think it has been answered. It's by Mr. Sunday. That how can I combat such terms to search in all social media channels?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been answered. So any more question is welcome, either from to Mr. Abdul Gaffer or to Wale. What
Yeah.
setups do I need to run this tool on a Mac OS?
So is that for the
For you, for
commander
you.
or okay? Yeah. So basically a number actually.
Mr. Abdul Gaffer, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Mr. Wale, kindly give us some few minutes. So
Can you see my
see your screen, sir. We can see your screen.
my
All right, just enjoying the session.
com/Abdulgafi.
Okay, I'll be helping him to do that. So you go to his GitHub, then you pip install on your Kali box. You can proceed, sir, Mr. Gaffey. Your sound is not too good, but we can see your video very well. Okay, he wants to make a folder on his Kali box. So he switched to the folder, changing directory to the folder. Okay. So clear the screen so that you can see easily. You can proceed, sir. Oh, okay. So this is he used the command recognizer, then the google.com is the site he's trying to generate reports from. So he has successfully generated the reports and it's completed, and it has been saved to this specified directory. Okay. So you navigate to where the file is, that is the report is. It's stored under DOH. Yeah. All right, so we've got our report. So you're gonna open it and see what the report looks like. Very interesting too. Now this is the report. So we have our header information and a lot of information we get, the trace route, the WHOIS information. As in, this is just awesome. The DNS record, and then the nmap scan, a quick nmap scan on the specified. See how easy, fast, and website. Wow. Page links and a lot of things with the vast IP address. So you can just check on the tool. So it's a recon tool. He wants to try it on Jumia website as well to see. You can start dropping your questions. As it's a very lightweight tool. Are we still on? Please comment on the chat box if you are following. Okay, so yeah, the reporting is quite awesome. So it's still trying to generate information it can gather. Okay, so it's completed. Let's go and check what we've got on Jumia. Okay. The header information. The server, Cloudflare. And the ID. Nice. The trace routes. So with these now, you can know where you are pivoting from and to. Then we have the WIS information, the DNS record. This is crazy. And open ports and the likes. And the subdomains that are there, the reverse IP. Wow. I think I have to add this to the arsenal, my cyber weapons I'm having. This is interesting. Okay. All right, we start taking questions now. Okay. You can unmute your mics and speak, Mr. Raji. I am very sorry for I think the chat is disabled. I don't know how, but you can drop your comments. You can drop your comments now. I'm very sorry for that. Okay. Mr. Wale, what can you say about the tool since he's not and he's a colleague of yours?
Yeah, very, very interesting. I love how it's very, very straight to the point. You straight up, you can see your trace routes, you can see subdomains. Very, very good enumeration too. You can see the DNS records, Cloudflare. Basically from there, from when you use this tool, and the reports you get, you can basically decide, okay, where next am I going to? Am I, going to look into their subdomains? Am I taking a look if I can, reverse Cloudflare and find the original IP? Am I taking a look at the open ports? And there's with these two, you just have so many pointers, and that's why I really love it. Personally, I also use it. I also use it when I want to, carry out certain engagements myself. So it's a really nice tool. I would also recommend that you have Recognizer as one of your record stage tools.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Gaffey.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I think I'm back.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to apologize to everybody.
No problem.
I didn't log my system overnight, and I did not notice I have to change the so I have to use my nearby neighbor just to log and have this section. So apologies to everyone. All my presentation and them were actually ready. I have everything set up, but it never fucked up. So did I have any pending question now that I can attend to?
Okay. Yeah. The question now is well, Recognizer, everybody has already, agreed to the fact that it's a very awesome tool. So do you have any future plans for this tool?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Do you want to share?
We keep pushing updates.
Okay.
I think every 6 months.
Wow.
Actually started from just a script to a package. So
Okay.
what I mean by a package is that it's come pre-installed. Once you just do pip, autocomplete features, everything. It comes with all that. So in future we are planning to like having multiple domains, maybe in a test file, to have all the results. Someone already raised the issue on GitHub. So but as it is open to contribution because it's an open source tool.
All right, that's
I
nice.
will be glad to welcome all pull requests from this section. After this section, I mean. So
Okay.
the feature is just to have multiple domains in a text file or in any format and scrape it to perform an operation on it. Generate the results all at once.
Mr. Raji, please assign that ticket to me.
You said?
I said, Mr. Raji, please assign that ticket to me.
The ticket.
Yes, it's something I
So,
think I'll be interested in working on.
oh, okay, that's fine. It's open to contribution actually. That's the main
Great.
thing.
Thanks.
All right. All right. Great having these cyber warriors in our midst today, as in Flagabaste. Oh well, I need to go into um tool development very soon too. Okay, so we have some law enforcement agencies in our midst here in this session. So I think they will give your tool a trial, and I'll play with them to review your tool so that others can as well make use of your tool. So thank you very much. Any advice to the newbies in the industry? Let me start with Mr. Raji.
Oh, fine. My only advice is just that okay, the idea of this tool, what about the tool? Just like okay, I was handling a project, I have to do nmap, and I have to do who is information gathering. So I was just like okay, navigating from one to another. So I just think of automating all those processes. So my only advice is if you have an idea, even if you can't work on it yourself, open source, that's why open source is there. Once you started it, there will be people there to contribute to your idea and bid on it. So keep pushing, go hard or go home. That's what I would say. I hope that's fine.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Oluwale, advice to newbies like us, like me.
Funny thing is, I'm also a newbie. We're all newbies. So,
We never agree
basically,
you are an expert. That's my problem with all these professionals.
so personally for me, it's, get your hands dirty. Get your hands dirty. As much as you are reading, you are trying out, you're writing this and that. You still need to get your hands dirty because if you're not practicing, you would never really be good at it. So just keep doing it till you're the best or one of the best. So get your hands dirty is basically it for me. You see something, how do I use this? Get your hands dirty. You have an idea, how do I build this? Get your hands dirty, like Mr. Raja said. Even if you can't work on it, if you know people that can work on it, just tell them, hey, I'm trying to do this thing. It's going to be open source. Whenever you have time, just try to, help me, work on this project. Or, what are your thoughts? What are your ideas? Or can you guide me through building this? And stuff like that. And then, as much as you try to learn, also try to give back once in a while. So, if you see people asking questions, around things you've done, things around your experience, you can always feel free to chip in for them and things like that. Yeah. So you really just get your hands dirty easy for me.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for this wonderful 1 hour plus out of your time. We are not taking it for granted. We really thank you for coming on the show. For our great listeners, thank you. Keep going, keep pushing, keep listening, keep attending, and keep making positive impact. Thank you very much. So our community is a new community, so we're just trying to get our feet up. So you can please write a review on Twitter, can tell people more about us so that we get to be a very big family. of the cybersecurity space in Nigeria. So thank you guys for attending. The presentation will be uploaded on our YouTube channel. You can do well and join us on our Telegram page and visit us on Twitter. So we are very active on this platform. We also have a WhatsApp group, but the WhatsApp group is currently filled up now. So you join us on our Telegram. You won't miss any information, okay? Thank you guys for coming. Mr. Wale?
Yeah, thank you so much. It was a
All right.
really interesting episode.
All right. We hope to have you soon on our session where we maybe by then we'll have developed another tool. Okay. All right.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye, guys.